Hey everybody, it's Chris back with another review for the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet. Tonight I'm going to be reviewing a beer that calls itself both a Pilsner and a blonde. So, the blonde beer Pilsner lager, Firemans Brew, from Ukiah, California, with an ABV of 5%. Paid $1.79 for this, for this 12-ounce bottle. Now the Fireman's Brew, it says right on here that it is crafted by firefighters to support firefighters, so I'm completely in favor of that. And it says award-winning golden Pilsner with a crisp, clean finish, but it does say blonde beer Pilsner lager. So anyway, always glad to support firefighters, and $1.79, if this ends up being terrible, I'm still glad to have supported firefighters. So anyway, thought I'd bring out my Pilsen glass and going to use my Pop the Top opener from Taza Designs to get this open. There we go. Now, as you can see, if you're a collector, that cap is in perfect condition, no Mars. And if you look at the crowning on this bottle cap, I'll spin it around, you can see this crown could be put right back on that bottle. Now this does not have a brewed on date, nor does it have a best by date, but at least it has it did have the ABV 5%, which last few I've missed. Last few beers I've reviewed didn't even have that, so I'm glad that that's on there. Let's see how this pours out. Sure looks like a blonde. Not as stacked as some of the blondes I know, but can't have everything. That has very heavy carbonation. Of course, as a Pilsner, it should. Pilsner's being one of my favorite varieties. I'm definitely looking forward to this, and boy does it smell like a Pilsner. It has that that Pilsner yeast smell. As you can see, got a fairly resilient foam head on that ain't going nowhere. So, cheers. Let's give it a try. That is very, very Pilsnery. It's crisp. It has a high mouth feel. It tastes like a lager. Yeah, this is, in every way, shape, and form, this is definitely a Pilsner. This is a textbook Pilsner, actually. Maybe I use that term a little too frequently, but this really is a textbook Pilsner. I'm tasting sour apples. I'm tasting bread. This is, I always think of Pilsners as being kind of the fruity side of lager, and I would definitely describe this as that. Once again, I paid $1.79 for this. Knowing that it's helping out firefighters, I'd gladly pay another 20 cents and bring it in at $2 and still. But that being the case, I'm liking this beer. I like it a lot. I'm recommending this to Pilsner likers, and you know what? Honestly, this may have to go into special selections, because it was only $1.79 for such a great textbook beer. I think that's kind of what I did with specials. That was the whole point of special selections, was beers that were extraordinary at a really good price. And so here's special selection number 2, the Fireman's Brew from classic American beverage, Fireman's Brew, Ukiah. So yeah, the blonde beer lager, the blonde beer Pilsner. Of course, the lagers are anyway sort of redundant, but the point being, $1.79 for a beer that not only is true to form, but helps out firefighters. I'm all for that. I want to make it a special selection, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, that being the case, I'm going to give you a special toast. Drink good beer. Don't break the bank doing it. And when you find a special selection, grab on with both hands. Until next time, everybody, thanks for watching, commenting. Following me on Instagram and here as well. I really appreciate it. You're going to be seeing more work out of me. I've resolved that the books that I've mentioned before, book 1 is going to be finished by the end of the year, and book 2, I haven't set a deadline for it, but I will be setting a deadline for it. I'm going to be getting on the ball and getting these books out. It's time for me to start really focusing, and I appreciate everybody who's been out there and helping, and everybody who's been supportive. And so once again, don't break the bank, drinking good beers. Cheers.